Freedom Osolo, the clerk of the committee. And my name is Mr. Charles Akimon. And the big order here, as the fish you have come to catch, as the District Senator Ayo Akinyelure, Chairman, Ethics, Privileges, and Public Petition. You're welcome. So I will now call on Shaibu. Okay, sorry. Please take over.
Thank you very much, sir. With you seated this afternoon is a powerful delegation from the Center for Ethics and Self-Value Orientation, which is a Lokoja-based international anti-corruption non-governmental organization. We major in exposing corruption, promoting ethical leadership, and providing ethical education amongst global citizens. The center has over 1,500 whistleblowers that are spread out in all the 774 local governments in this country, who are annually saddled with the singular responsibility of conducting separate independent assessment of the activities of public officers, individuals, and corporate organizations. We do this with the massive distribution of questionnaires. We conduct opinion polls, interviewing of our informant, budget tracking, project site visitation. With this, we are fully equipped in knowing and defining who is doing what, where is it done, and how is it done. By adventure, you have been found amongst the few. To our introduction here today, sir, is the Executive Director of the Center, who is the founder of the Nigerian Youth Parliament, which is operational in all the 36 states of the Federation and funded by the federal government. He was a recipient of the Prime Minister of Malaysia International Youth Service Award due to his youth mentorship and fight against corruption in Africa. He was a former special assistant to the former governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Ibrahim Idris, on youth ethics and value orientation. He was also a former senior special assistant to the immediate past governor of Kogi State, Captain Idris Chalawada, on research, strategy, and documentation. The executive director of this center is a current member of the Kogi State Child Right Law Implementation Committee, and it will interest you here to know, sir, that is also a crown prince from Imperial Kingdom of Kogi State, who is here as Ethicist Prince Salim Hussein. And working with us diligently at our center is Ethics Ambassador Mohammed Suraj. Thank you very much. And standing before you is Ethics Ambassador Shago Abdul Malik. So without wasting more time, I would at this point invite the Executive Director to give us.
Not even that alone. Today is one of our joyful moments because you are still alive. In the 7th National Assembly, you were one of the few senators, 20 of you at that time. This organization considered and conferred our ambassador of ethics and conscience. And many years later, after several ordeal, political persecutions, and expedition, you have found your way into the Senate again. This time around, by defeating the big cats and being in the Senate, replicating what you know how to do best, and sustainable integrity that ran for decades. And since we are still alive, and still tracing and trailing and following you, what you do, we want to see whether that capacity is still there or not. Today, we are proud to be here in this office, despite the frustrations we have encountered to have conversation with you because of the parliamentary exigencies we have found yourself. And look at the enormity of task of your committee. We are not jokers. And we have, for the past 16 years, refused to be associated with those we call rulers who call themselves leaders in our country. They have held us hostage in our quest for development and growth. They have become impediments and stooges There have become few cabal that have held us hostage in our quest for development and growth. They are the almighty citizens, richer than the state itself. They have stolen our wealth to the point that they have recruited militants against the governance of our country. They are untouchable, but there are few who sit in the beer parlor to determine our destiny for us. We have arisen for the past 16 years. We have raised armies of future responsible leaders. One of such we have mentored was the second speaker of Nigerian Youth Parliament from your state. You have one of the boys who have mentored into the first Nigerian Youth Parliament, who is currently the chairman House of Representative Committee, or not your look, House of Rep Committee on Legal Matters. These are boys who have mentored in the Nigerian Youth Parliament, and several thousands of them. The immediate past National Financial Secretary of the People's Democratic Party in Bashira from Niger State was the top speaker of the Nigerian Youth Parliament. We have made. And this is how we are succeeding in creating future responsible leaders that detest corruption today and work towards the institutionalization of ethical. I pity your people. Where in your constituency, we have gone around the entire, we spent 16 months conducting tracking budget and conducting investigation of the activities of the members of the National Assembly, the 9th National Assembly. And you're one of the senators that overwhelmingly were impressed by the quantum and quality of informations about your dexterity in public service and your commitment to poverty reduction and hunger among your people. Today, we are proud to have it in our archive and have in our record today the highest bills. In fact, one of the most significant that endears you in our hearts was your contribution to ensuring discrepancies in our HND and degree as the biggest dichotomy in the employment gather today. This is one of the legacy you are leaving behind in the Nigerian landmark that can never be forgotten by generation yet unborn. Because of time factor, we want to let you know that today as we are talking to you, you're one of the most vibrant legislators who are part of the, not the benchwarmer, but warmers of parliament. There are two types of you here. Some of you are just here to make money and warming the benches. The eyes is the ears, the knee is the knee. But there are part of you who are warmers of the parliament, without whom the parliament is dull. Thank you for being part of that classification of those that warm the parliament. In terms of the dexterity, the floor of the house, quality of bills and motion, not just bills. Because some of the lawmakers present bills and motion just because of they just have to do it. But we're talking of quality of bills and motions that have content and direct bearing on the lives of Nigerians and our future. May the Lord be your strength. Amen. Don't be devastated or never derail. Don't be disappointed. It is not your people that refuse to give you the mandate. It is the Nigerian legal system that manipulated election of a candidate to pass through a political party who themselves have become morally bankrupt in the selection processes that have denied you the kind of privilege and opportunity your people have that will benefit from you. You were here once, you left, you went on break, you still return back again. The destiny can only be delayed. It can never be denied. We come here to spoil you. Your committee is not one of the juicy committees in the Senate, but it's one of the most endowed with problems and troubles and turbulence because of what people are passing through in our country today. You become the succor and the comforter to these persons. We have had a lot you have done in giving relief to people using your committee. And thank God we have invited also your clerk, that this committee ranked second position. This is the first time your committee will have this ranking from us. And I'm telling you right now what I know best. Your committee ranked second position among the 10 least corrupt Senate committee in the 9th Assembly. God see of your leadership. And we have no apology to anyone for thanking you, your committee, your constituency for what you have done so far. The story is left for us to tell. We are good singers. We risk our life all the way from Kogi State to come down here. We have spent up to 2 hours sitting here. We were ready to remain here until we see you physically. That you are alive, impacting the life of Nigerians. Who are we? One of the most important aspects of your raising alarm was the recently manipulated World Bank project that was taken away by someone, hijacked by some state governors, despite the effort you have made. All these things you have done, we have already unraveled these things. In many states, not just your state alone. God will be your strength.
Amen.
We love you, sir. We cherish you. We admire your courage. We admire your dexterity. We admire your human disposition. The human being that is in you. You are the most accessible senator among your peers today that we know. A man that is accessible to every human being, no matter your classification in the society. You were so simple and easily accessible to your people. What else can we say more than to thank you? I am a comparative religious researcher in all respect. And as a Muslim, one of the hadiths of the Prophet Muhammad says, meaning, he that do not appreciate people do not appreciate God. And the Bible says, and when the Lord created man, he made them the likeness of God. If man is created in God likeness, God is good. But when a man begins to derive from being good, I think I will be ethically qualified as an ethicist to call such a man a satanic image, because God is good. And as a God image, it should be good. So you have shown goodness, and we have come here to appreciate God who created you.
Thank you.
May God also appreciate us the way we appreciate today. As we are letting you today, we are taking you from the status we have given you before, AEC. Please, we want to remind you again. You only put SFSA. You are supposed to be using AEC, Ambassador of Ethics and Conscience title before now. Maybe you have forgotten. Today you are the first senator to be honored with this double twice by the center. And today we are conferring on you our highest title, honorific title of integrity icon of Nigeria for having decades of sustainable integrity that is unquestionable. On that note, today we confer on you our IION title. Please, the media man, if you call this man name anywhere in the media, we don't see that title, you have committed an offense in our place. We will look for you. Thank you very much. On this note, we invite you, while your committee will also be giving our certificate of corporate ethics and integrity compliance for being one of the most ethically compliant committee that have worked for the betterment of our country. And your secretary, your clerk is also here. Sir, thank you very much for keeping the secretariat alive, for being committed in that regard. I'm sure if that secretariat is not alive, there's no way the committee would have flourished. And you are the person that do that magic. Today, we are honoring you with our professional ethics compliance certificate, which is a certificate we give to public officials that have demonstrated character that is in tandem with the principles of ethical leadership, just to spoil you. Thank you and God bless you. May we be on our feet. Thank you. Have a good day. On behalf of the Center for Ethics and Value Orientation, permit me to declare you today, having ranked 4th position among the top 30 senators. You ranked in opposition, you ranked 4th out of 30 senators. Out of 109 senators we have investigated. And on this note, today I present to you this gold medal, declaring you among the gold medalist senator in the 9th National Assembly. Congratulations, sir. Thank you. Furthermore, welcome to our Hall of Fame again, this time around, a complete elevation from Ambassador of Ethics and Conscience, AEC, into our highest honorific title of Integrity Icon of Nigeria, IION. Thank you, sir. Furthermore, in case anybody will ask, where do you get your title from? Here we have given a letter of authority that authorizes you for the insertion of our AEC title and IION title after your name anywhere in the world till the end time. By this letter of authority, you are hereby recommended by the center for anybody, a corporate organization or individual, anywhere in the world that want to have anything to do with you, that you are an ethically grounded global citizen. This is an authority to be our title. Furthermore, it is my honor that today I present to you Senator Patrick Ayo Akinyelure, AEC IION, our Ethical Conduct and Leadership Compliance Certificate, which is a certificate of character. Having your character in this Senate ranked at 82%, 4th position, 1st from Ondo State, and 4th overall among 30 senators in the 9th Assembly. Here is a certificate of aptitude. Next, it is my honor that this committee cumulatively has scored 77% to rank second position in the 9th Senate, and I hereby present this Corporate Ethics and Integrity Compliance Award to the committee, Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petition. Here is our certificate. Thank you. May I invite your secretary, the clerk.
Clerk of the committee.
Clerk of the committee.
Thank you.
Thank you. Today we present to you our PECA Award, PECA, which is Professional Ethics Compliance Certificate for your dexterity as a public servant. Thank you for being bureaucratically compliant. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Well, let me.
Will you sit there, please?
Okay. Let me make a response. Well, I want to thank God for everything. Let me first of all appreciate Center for Ethics and Self-Value Orientation. The 7th Assembly, you gave me an award. I chair the Committee on Ethics, Privilege and Public Petition in the 7th Senate. Today, by the grace of God, and by the benevolence of the leader of the Senate of the 9th Assembly, I also chair the Committee on Ethics, Privilege and Public Petitions. See, the way, as an individual, you won't see yourself. And I believe the essence of democracy and representation is how many people have been able to touch their life. My agenda I decided is seed, service to the people, education, enterprise and development. Seed. Seed in English language means if you plant a seed of a rice or you plant a seed of a corn, 90 days you go there to harvest. Today, I represent Ondo Central in the Senate of 9th Assembly, and I chair this committee. The committee serves as the Ombudsman of the Senate of Federal Republic of Nigeria. The committee serves as the voice of the voiceless Nigerian in the Senate. There are many Nigerians who are wallowing in abject poverty because their rights are denied. They deny them their rights. Today, this committee serves as their voice in the Senate of Federal Republic. Many Nigerians have been cheated. Many Nigerians out there, they don't know where to knock door. To what? To get their right, to seek redress for wrongs done against them. But this committee serves as their last hope of common man. Those who don't have money to seek redress through the legal system, that is through a court of competent jurisdiction, they run to their representative in the Senate and in the House. And we have consistently in the Senate ensured that wrongs done to them are corrected. When you don't talk about representation during COVID-19, constituency projects all over Nigeria. Let us see that opportunity they didn't, execute their projects. But because I'm an ambassador of ethics in the Senate, like I told my colleagues and some of us who care to listen, constituency project is about what you can use, the allocation given to you by the National Assembly to your state to go and add value to them. And because of our procurement system, many of these projects are designed to fail by the civil servants. Because, and by even the law we made, that you can only release procurement award letters to contractors only when funds are made available. Under this particular Senate, this current year budget, I think correction has been made under Finance Act. That now, once the budget is passed, procurement process should start. In most cases, every year, when budgets are passed, funds releases are not even completed until about 9th or 10th month of the year. That's the only when civil servants are giving letters of award to contractors. And projects that are meant to be completed in 6 months are therefore bound to fail. That's why you have multiplicity of ongoing projects, uncompleted projects in this system. But I disagree with myself. It's better for me to take a bank loan to get most of this project executed. When the money, when the project is now awarded on the 10th month of the year, ministry will direct them go and see this senator to show you where this project are to be located. What I need to tell them is that, come, this is the project before and after. If you are doing this renovation in a primary school, I take the pictures. Because I'm the senator representing them, I'm the one who put in the budget that I want St. George's to be renovated. When you now give the contract to a contractor from a Kogi state or from Kaduna state, they will direct it to me, this is the St. George's. The way it is. When I put in the budget. Now I've used the back loan now to execute it to this level. Before and after. In that case, contractor, go and take the pictures. Present the payment. The normal profit of a contractor, take it. Refund the balance back to the account where I borrowed money. That was where it was possible. When all of you went around on my project, some did petition, the Public Complaints Commission, that how could this project be executed? They went through everything. Where I am supposed to do only 40 boreholes, I did 60 or 70 in the various nooks and crannies of Ondo State. Go and look at it. And they were amazed. And PCC was given what? An award letter by ICPC that they have never seen a project that is supervised to level of completion. So I never knew you people are watching us. But today, this is an example of ethical behavior of a senator who believes adding value to his people. I want to appreciate your center for ethics and self-value orientation. You have accredited me to be one of the best. We won't relent on that. We'll continue to do more to Nigerians. Back to the Senate, this assembly has made a difference. And I believe we'll continue to do the best available to us to ensure that people who voted for us here will give them back what is due to them. On this one, I want to appreciate you once again. I want to appreciate your team. I also want to appreciate you. I appreciate my clerk of the committee. Like you said, without a secretariat, what much can we do? We are committed to this job. In the 7th Senate, I'm with the last person in the Senate. Look at my table. Show the picture. If you see that you can't see anything on their table, these are problems of Nigeria we keep on resolving. We are on recess now. Many have gone back to their constituencies. Because of certain responsibilities we need to carry out, we are here to ensure that we do our best. On that note, I want to appreciate all of you. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we have a good photograph?
Yeah.
Give it to him.